The Twitter files have continued to drop, not every day, but it seems like every couple days we're at least getting some information. And of course, so much of the focus has been on the removal of Donald Trump. And it turns out that Yoel Roth, he was a big reason why all this happened. He was a big reason in convincing everybody else that they need to remove Donald Trump, despite the fact that they themselves admitted Donald Trump violated no Twitter rules. And despite the fact that they left several other heads of state up on Twitter across the globe that did far worse things than anything Donald Trump is alleged to be doing. Yep. And now Yoel Roth is, he's just the victim, guys. Former top Twitter official forced to leave home due to threats amid Twitter files release. Twitter's former head of trust and safety has fled his home due to an escalation in threats resulting from Elon Musk's campaign of criticism against him, a person familiar with the matter told CNN on Monday. To be clear, the campaign of criticism is revealing all the things that Yoel Roth did. Like, that's what the campaign is, revealing what Twitter did. And
yes. This
ironically,
is the
it's coming from CNN, the same people who doxed someone that made a meme of them and Donald Trump, to be clear.
Yep.
So
this is the definition of fuck around and find out. And Yoel Roth is again, they don't want to talk about the Twitter files at all in terms of the substance until they can build a fake identity politics narrative around it. Notice how they don't have any stories about what libs of TikTok is dealing with right now. Notice they don't want to talk about the doxing and the harassment and the threats, the direct threats in name. We have a name, we have accounts that we can point to that shows that they are directly threatening the libs of TikTok creator over and over again, doxing her, threatening her. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about all of these Twitter files. Who do they want to talk about more than anybody on the planet? They want to talk about Donald Trump all the time. And now we have literally the biggest political story we have seen in a long time surrounding who? Donald Trump. And they don't want to talk about the substance of it. But as soon as they can build a fake victim narrative around the person that is involved in all of the horrible decision making that led to the banning of President Trump, and now we have proof that he did nothing wrong, they don't want to talk about it. And it's the same song and dance, man, every single time.
They're just so focused on Elon Musk. They're trying to make him into this absolute villain. This came out today. Shout out to Steph for sharing this with me right now. Breaking, prominent attorneys are investigating whether Elon Musk lied on his application for U.S. citizenship. If it shows that he lied anywhere on the application, he could be stripped of his citizenship and deported. We're going back to like Obama birther stuff now. Like that's what is going on from the left in their desperate attempt to smear Elon Musk. But back to Yoel Roth, these are the things that are coming out about this dude. His own words, his own tweets, his own statements. Breaking, former Twitter exec Yoel Roth argued for minors' access to adult internet services in his PhD thesis. Here's the quote. It's worth considering how, if at all, the current generation of popular sites of gay network sociability might fit into an overall queer social media landscape that includes individuals under the age of 18. And of course, Elon sent this tweet out, replying to Eliza Blue. Looks like Yoel is arguing in favor of children being able to access adult internet services in his PhD thesis. This is after a series of very disturbing tweets saying, I don't know how to tell the difference between the sound of an orgasm or a toddler crying. That's something that Yoel Roth said. What else did he say? He asked if teens could meaningfully consent to sex with teachers back in 2010. Like,
and this is a guy,
messed up dude.
Yeah, and this is the guy who was behind the scenes, essentially running Twitter, along with Vagina, and they were the ones that were holding that they were banning people for using the term groomer. These were the people that were behind that narrative. These were the people that were pushing all of the agendas and everything. What was being accused? What were we accusing Twitter of and the powers that be of? The very behavior that is being proven. And now that we are being proven right, now the narrative is shifting to try and pretend to put these weirdos in a victim role.
Yeah,
look at this freak.
Look at this stuff. My secret dirty Twitter account now at least 60% dirtier thanks to its new picture at Otter Terrific. And that's this guy right here. Or here you go. Agree, retweet Otter Terrific. Muscle bear with beard hot. Muscle bear with beard holding a child, inexplicably hotter. A member of my cohort at Penn has proposed co-founding a blog called Hackers and Porn. Needless to say, I'll be writing the porn side. Like, you wonder why we call these type of people groomers. You know what I mean? Look at what they're advocating for children. And Yoel Roth has a history of this. And now he's sitting there, he's turning around and playing the victim after what he said is being revealed. Now, of course, we're not advocating that anybody, threaten him or do anything like that. But this is the reality. When there's stuff out there like this, people are going to be mad. And someone certainly called this early on, didn't they, Jeremy?
That's right. Donald Trump back in 2020. Here we go.
Here's one. This is the arbiter. This guy is the arbiter of what's supposed to go on Twitter. He's the one he thought, and he used CNN as a guide. CNN, which is fake news. He uses CNN as a guide. His name is Yoel Roth. And he's the one that said that mail-in balloting, you look mail-in, no fraud, really? Why don't you take a look?
We'll let Trump finish that one up.
Send out, like in California, millions and millions of ballots to anybody that's breathing. Anybody in California that's breathing gets a ballot.
But Mr. President, that's not true.
So here, excuse me, wait a minute, I'm not finished. So here's your man, and that's on Twitter.
So and as someone who was living in California, during I think I was still there for that election. I was not registered to vote in California. I was registered to vote in Indiana because I was in the military. So I voted Indiana the entire time I was in the service, but I was stationed in San Diego. I got sent 5 ballots to my house and I'm not registered to vote. I could have filled them in, just sent them in. Nobody would have known any different. So just to kind of back up what he's saying there about mail-in balloting. But yeah, Yoel Roth, absolute piece of shit, getting exposed big time in a lot of these Twitter files.
Yeah, and it's so good to see this happening because, again, these are the people that were behind the scenes controlling the narrative of the public conversation out there. And now seeing how Elon Musk has flipped that, and now watching how the mainstream and the left have turned Elon Musk into Trump now. They're going to investigate every single thing they can possibly find on him now. And again, I think it was pretty interesting how you brought up the Obama birther situation. Like, this is exactly what Trump was doing to Obama and how they found it to be so highly offensive and racist. And so I can't believe he would question these things. And now they're doing the same thing to Elon Musk. And it's okay. Yeah. It's okay now. It's totally fine now.
And Matthew Hammond in the chat brings up a great point. We should never forget the Hillary campaign was responsible for the Obama birther story. That does sometimes get lost in everything. But yes, the Twitter files drama continues. Elon Musk fighting a lot of battles right now. And Yoel Roth playing victim, saying we're under attack. We're having to flee. Me and my gay boyfriend, we're having to flee because of the things I said have now been revealed to everybody. Yeah. Pathetic.